Are you a fan of the White Lotus, Stephen?
Do you know, I've seen the first 2 series. I have not seen this brilliant actress in it yet, and I can't wait. Set in Thailand this time, isn't it?
It
That
is,
must
yeah.
have been thrilling to make.
It is amazing. And, like, people who are fans already of the previous series couldn't wait to see this, of course. I'm sure new people will find it just exciting, but there might be some out there who haven't quite yet got on board, and it's available on Sky, and now it drops on Mondays night, but you can catch them on Catch 'em as well. How would you describe the show to them? Because it's similar thematically to the first 2 series, but entirely different, or mostly different characters, isn't there?
Yes, it's always a new bunch of people at a different White Lotus resort, so this time it's in Thailand. But there are some crossovers from previous seasons. And, yeah, the themes are always pretty existential, but told through the vessel of these quite shallow people. So
Yes,
it's a very...
we get the pleasure of hating the rich.
Exactly.
Who was it who said, if you want to know what God thinks of money, just look at the kind of people he gives it to?
I think it was Danny Dyer.
Can I just call you a genius? Because there's another thing. I was reading today an article, just by coincidence, not knowing that you were going to be in it, Vanity Fair. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And they wrote about your teeth.
Yes.
Which is, it sounds like a small thing, but you've obviously made an enormous number of people happy by not changing your teeth, which are, you know, they're notable.
They are.
Like my bent nose,
Yes.
but yours are better. And you obviously had a time when some people would have said to you, oh, you should get those corrected.
Oh, yeah.
Awful word. But you stood up for them.
Yeah.
And they're part of your character. And all the roles you've played that I've seen you in, they've actually enhanced.
Thank you.
Don't you think?
Yeah,
I think...
I kind of...
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. It's a real threat. I mean, I can't believe the impact my teeth are having. Because the Americans can't believe... But they're all being lovely.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like... I mean, I've seen all these videos just come up on my Instagram of, like, these orthodontists analysing my teeth and going, so what she has here is a... whatever the hell it is. I don't know what the hell it is. And they, like, dissect my teeth and say what's wrong with it, but then at the end go... but we don't think she should change a thing. And it's like, oh my God, it feels so lovely after a real full circle moment after being bullied for my teeth forever, and now people are clapping in an audience because I've got these dashes.
Now people in the go to sort of dentist say, I want teeth like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you give them to me?
I'd hope that people don't start, like, filing their teeth so they have gaps.
Has anyone ever thought that you were wearing false teeth on the front?
100%. 100%. People have been like, they're real?
Did you ever study Chaucer when you were or made to study it? The wife of Bath is one of the pilgrims in Canterbury Tales, and she has a gap tooth. And it was considered a sign of, shall we say, sexual heat to have a gap tooth. Yeah.
Well, I've got several gaps.
Hey!
So... yeah.
You must have been so excited when you got the part.
I was so excited. I was so excited, but also immediately didn't want to... Like, got the part, screamed, was so happy, and then went, I don't want to go.
I can't remember what episode it's in, but it's already gone out, so it's not a spoiler, but it is if you haven't watched it. I think it's episode 3, where something happens with you and the man you're with and some snakes.
Yep.
And you get bitten by snakes.
I do.
And I saw in that sequence there were real snakes writhing around on the floor by you there.
Yeah.
But then are you not scared of snakes?
No, I'm not.
So you wouldn't have had a problem. Was anyone on the set? 'Cause that would be a tough
Walton,
day.
it's his worst fear. And it's not the first time in his career he's had to interact with snakes. They're following him around, and it's genuinely his biggest phobia.
Yeah, because he plays your partner in it. He stupidly sets the snakes free.
He sets them free.
He's holding snakes in this.
Yeah, and he was honestly having panic attacks in between takes. He was having to really gear himself up. And then actually one nipped him.
Oh.
And he had to go to the hospital. And meanwhile, I'd, like, putting, like, full oomph into my run away from the snake, pretend snake. I fell, cut all my, like, this side of my body open, was bleeding, and then, like, for the rest of the time just had this big mark on my shoulder. So the snake day was quite chaotic.
Wow. But, but we're not blaming the snakes for that.
No.
Because you falling over was you.
That was me.
And him being bit... Oh, that was the snake.
That was the snake.
OK.
Yeah.
Take it back.